Chapter 5. Tow into port. Away from Big City Port, Big Mac was out in the estuary, waiting for the tramper Captain Star had told him to meet and dock. But Big Mac had been waiting for half an hour because the tramper was late. At last, the tramper came into sight and approached him.
"Sorry I'm late,"
it called through a megaphone on its front window.
"Come on,"
Big Mac retorted impatiently.
"we're already late. How much will you pay me for it all?"
I'll give you 100.
Make it 200.
150.
Done.
Big Mac then moved alongside the bow of the tramper. But as he was just about to get a line on it, to his surprise, he saw Mugger, Muscles, Animal, and Pushover approaching him.
Ahoy there!
Ahoy there!
Ahoy there!
Ahoy there! They all called to him in unison. Big Mac, like the rest of the tugs the fuel drivers had encountered, was puzzled by them having no stacks.
Eh? Where's your stacks?
But the fuel drivers were now tired of having to explain that they were fuel-powered. So Animal went and approached the tramper while the others stopped where they were.
"Say, do you need a tow?"
"Why, yes I do."
"Great, we'll give you one."
"Oh, excuse me," Big Mac huffed, annoyed.
"But it's my job to give this tramper a tow."
"Oh, it's okay," replied Animal calmly. "We can do it for you. We'll save you the bother."
"That's very kind of you, but I have Captain Star's orders."
"Yeah?" Pushover yelled angrily. "Well, we can do it better than you, because you're an oldie."
"Oldie? Now you just..."
"Oh, will you all just stop arguing?" groaned the tramper huffily. "Why don't you all tow me? I'll pay you all 150 each. Just get me into port and shut up." 150 each? Muscles cried wonderingly. "Oh, that works for us." Before Big Mac could disagree, Muscles moved to the port side of the tramper, Animal moved to the starboard side, Pushover moved to behind the stern, and Mugger moved in front of the bow alongside Big Mac. Then they each tied a line onto the tramper.
"All right,"
called the tramper, "take me into port." And so the 4 fuel-powered tugs and 1 steam-powered tugs began to take the tramper into Big City Port. For a while none of them spoke. Then, as they began to arrive at the port, Big Mac asked them,
"So what are you lot doing here exactly? I've never seen you lot here, or any tugs like you."
The fuel drivers explained how they were a more modern fleet of tugs and how they arrived with Captain Fuel and also Gangster.
"So we're going to replace you oldies,"
said Muscles smugly.
"Impossible! We've been working in Big City Port for a long time and proved ourselves useful. Modern you may be, but you won't meet our standards."
"You'll have shot," sneered Animal slyly. "When we do all the docking round here, we'll do a wonderful job of it, and it's all thanks to tugging fuel." They finally reached the port and cast off their lines from the tramper. "Now come on then," demanded Mugger. 150 each." As the tramper began paying out, Top Hat came into view with Eddie and Frank, the railway barges. He eyed the fuel drivers suspiciously.
"I say, new arrivals? Big Mac, you shouldn't be sharing the work with them."
"I didn't wanna," Big Mac replied gruffly, "but they insisted."
"Well, that's not a polite way to greet someone new," Animal snorted to Top Hat. "But then again, you oldies think you're it."
Oldies? Top Hat choked in horror. "I'm not old."
"But you do think you're it," Eddie teased cheekily.
"Oh, do shut up."
Top Hat snapped angrily. "Well, Big Mac, you shared docking a tramper with your new friends.
"They're not my friends."
But you had better not have decided to share docking Angel Anna with them." "Angel Anna?" Mugger cried, recognizing the name. "The Angel Anna? You're docking her?"
"Yes,"
scoffed Top Hat. "Come on, guys," Mugger called to the other fuel drivers. "Let's go tell Captain Fuel." and the 4 fuel drivers took off and disappeared out of sight.
Oh, great going, Top Hat,
Big Mac grumbled.
Now they'll probably dock Angel Anna instead of us.
Not if we get there first,
Smirked Top Hat calmly.
Mind you, from the sound of it, those smug tugs are going to be working here for some time.
They are. They told me.
Oh, I don't think I'd like having to compete with them for work.
Oh, I don't know, put in Frank. I think I'd like having one of them take us. Their attitude can't be any worse than yours, said Eddie to Top Hat.
Hardy ha ha, muttered Top Hat. Big Mac, I'm going to drop off these blockheads. You go and join the others to meet Hercules with Angel Anna. I'll join you all shortly. As long as we're there first, those newbies won't steal the work from us.
Okay,
replied Big Mac, setting off into port.
Let's just make sure those newcomers won't steal our work.
Chapter 6. Liner Theft. Later, Big Mac arrived at the dock where 10 Cents, Sunshine, Warrior and OJ were waiting for Hercules to bring in the Angel Anna. They were all complaining to each other about the fuel drivers.
Just who do they think they are?
Warrior burst out angrily.
Thinking they can take our work.
They're a right foggish lot,
added OJ, feeling annoyed. You haven't seen their leader, Gangster, 10 Cents muttered grudgingly. He tends to live up to his name. The whole lot of them are even worse than the Z-Stacks, put in Sunshine worriedly. They're really bent on replacing us. Big Mac steamed over, having heard everything.
Aye, but they won't. They may be dependent on fuel instead of coal, but we've been doing good work here in Big City Port for a long time. We're just about to do an example of how good we are. The people and watercrafts will always be dependent on us, no matter how modern the fuel drivers are.
Yeah, you're right, Big Mac.
Warrior smiled proudly.
Let's go dock the Angel Anna and show how good we are.
At that moment, the Star Tugs heard the sound of Hercules' whistle, and then they saw him come into sight, towing a magnificent ocean liner. It looked a cross between the Princess Alice and the SS Vienna. It had a white body with a grey-white hull. It had 4 black smokestacks, each with a red stripe around it. Hercules looked very proud to be towing it.
All right there, my dears. Magnificent, isn't she? We're very lucky to be ones to tow this beauty.
And no fuel drivers can stop us,
Big Mac whispered to the others.
After all, we got here first, so we get to dock her, as Top Hat told me.
Where is Top Hat anyway? Asked 10 Cents, feeling very puzzled.
No idea, replied OJ hastily, but we'll have to dock her without him.
Yeah, come on, old darlings, chirped Hercules cheerily. Let's go dock this beauty.
Yeah, called Sunshine happily. We're the Starfleet. We're the best. Let's prove it. So the Star Tugs moved towards the port side of the Angel Anna and pushed their bows against her hull, about to take her in. Nearby, Zoran could see the magnificent liner while he was on dredger detail with Scuttlebutt Pete. Captain Zero had placed him there as punishment, for he was not happy when he had found out Zoran, Zebedee and Zack had given away their barges when they were supposed to sell them to a customer. Scuttlebutt had been very amused by this story.
This'll be something to tell everyone.
Yeah, if you want to end up at the bottom of the waterbed, Zoran snorted smugly. Why did Captain Zero place me with you, and just gave Zebedee and Zack extra work to do later tonight? Besides, I told him that those new tugs who bought the fuel off of us would pay us, but he wouldn't believe me.
I don't think they'll be paying you. They've probably had you for a mug. They needn't have bothered though, 'cause you are one.
Oh, very funny.
Just then, Gangster came racing through and spotted the Angel Anna in the distance.
There she is, lads. Come on, there's no time to lose.
He raced past Zoran and Scuttlebutt, followed by Mugger and then Muscles, Animal and Pushover. Zoran immediately recognized them and called after them. Hey you lot, when are you gonna pay me? Pushover looked back. Oh, we will soon. Don't you go worrying your stack off, oldie. You better, and don't call me oldie.
So those are the tugs you gave the fuel to,
Scuttlebutt remarked.
Oh, well, you may be a mug. but compared to them, you're a very old one.
Now shut up, Scuttlebutt!
Meanwhile, the Starfleet had almost gotten the Angel Anna to where she was to be docked.
Nearly done, my dears.
Called Hercules.
Right, Hercules.
10 Cents called back, looking towards the bow. He then turned back to face the hull and continued to move the ship. All of a sudden, he heard a loud bump come from his left. Puzzled, 10 Cents turned his head to look next to him, and was shocked to see Mugger.
You! What are you doing?
Mugger turned to the switcher and sneered.
Just doing our job, that's all.
Then, to the surprise and shock of the other Star Tugs, Muscles, Animal and Pushover all moved up to the hull and pushed against it. Hercules looked back.
What's going on back there?
Then Hercules received a surprise himself. Gangster appeared on the starboard side of him and cast a line on the Angel Anna.
What are you doing?
Cried Hercules. But instead of answering, Gangster began to tow the ship to starboard. Alarmed, Hercules tried towing the ship to port, but Gangster was much stronger, and as the ship headed to starboard, the tow line on Hercules snapped. Gangster towed the ship away with the other fuel drivers pushing against the hull, keeping it away from the Star Tugs, who could now only watch as the fuel drivers made off with the Angel Anna.
Now that is an outrage!
10 Cents burst out angrily.
They can't just take a liner we were about to dock.
Oh, but they just did, 10 Cents, muttered Sunshine quietly. Hercules came around to join them.
Well, I don't know about you, darlings, but I'm going straight to Captain Star to report them immediately.
Just then, Top Hat came into view and noticed that the Angel Anna wasn't there.
Oh, Hercules, where's the liner? You haven't lost it, have you?
He chuckled, thinking what he had said was funny. Then he noticed all the tugs were scowling at him.
What? What have I said?
We'll get the liner if we get it fast,
Big Mac gled.
That's what.
Yes, I did, scoffed Top Hat. So where is the Angel Anna? Well, here I see, so there's
Top
no...
Hat!
Big Mac burst out.
The fuel driver stole the liner!
What? Well, why on earth did you let them?
Let them? We didn't let them!
Snapped 10 Cents.
But we couldn't stop them! Why didn't you get here sooner, Top Hat?
Said OJ crossly.
You could have tried to help us stop them. And you're the one who said we'd get the liner first if we were here,
growled Big Mac.
Yet you arrived too late.
Top Hat groaned dreadfully.
Oh, everyone just expects me to do everything around here.
The rest of the Starfleet sighed and began to make their way back to the Star Dock.